desert, unchanged for millions of years, yet witness to a biblical prophecy come true that one day the meek shall inherit the earth.
I had to show you the Amiga version first. That intro is just dripping in atmosphere. Cinemaware did a commendable job trying to port this to MS-DOS, but well, at the time the DOS PC were just no match for the Amiga's graphics and sound capabilities. Still, the gameplay and most of the atmosphere are very intact in this version as well, so you can still have a haunting experience hunting down the ants in It Came from the Desert. The story is set in 1951 in the small desert town of Lizard Breath, where a geologist named Dr. Greg Bradley discovers something disturbing after a meteor crashed nearby. The meteor caused ordinary ants to mutate into gigantic, aggressive creatures threatening the safety of the town. It's up to you to convince the town folks that the threat is real and with their help fend off the mutated intruders. It's an interesting mix of adventure, exploration and minigames. You travel through town on a real-time clock, talk to people, try to find evidence for the existence of the giant ants and then fight them off, and in the end you kill the queen and save the town. The production value of the game was just unheard of at the time. There are so many different location characters and they are all chock full of animation and detailed artworks. It's just a pleasure to go around and look at everything. Which is a good thing because the game revolves a lot around trial and error. You will probably not be able to complete it in your first playthrough, but it's still fun exploring the town and everything for your second or maybe third playthrough, because those locations and characters are just interesting and the whole game drenched in this eerie atmosphere, making this whole experience one to remember. Unfortunately, the minigames are a bit hit and miss and probably not up to modern standards, as well as the controls which unintuitively don't support the mouse even though you have a mouse cursor, but you have to move that around with the cursor keys or well with the joystick if you play on the Amiga. But those are things that you can get used to and in no way lessen the one-of-a-kind time you can have with this game. You've probably already gathered that I'm a big fan of the game, and actually I've developed my own spiritual successor, It Returned to the Desert, which is available on Steam. And that does come with full mouse support and turn-based tactical combat instead of the twitchy minigame from the original. Check it out for a spooky time and I will see you in the next episode.